Hello everyone. I thought I'd share with you some ideas for playing with the five elements, the Chinese five elements, with just a simple repetitive movement pattern. So the movement pattern that I'm going to be using is P-Tren, which is the chopping downward vector of force in XingYiQuan's five element boxing. And then while doing that, I'm just going to talk through some different ideas for how the different five elements can be embodied in our movement practice. So I'm going to start just establishing the movement, simple repetitive movement. And then as P-Tren is associated with metal, we start with metal. So as I'm moving, I want to think about how to make this feel like metal. So I'm going to use my imagination, my visualization. I'm going to be thinking about something very sharp, something very precise. Metal can be machined to give total accuracy. It's very incisive. It's not soft around the edges. It's very accurate, very decisive. So I like to imagine, for me, kind of the archetype of metal chopping would be a Japanese sword cutting down. Metal is also to do with boundaries, barriers, and crossing barriers. So we can see the shield and then the sword, the shield coming up, the sword, shield and sword, barriers, transgressing barriers. Accuracy, cleanness of movement is what we want with metal. Then we move to water, we let it flow more. Water, trickling stream, or tsunami, but all the time fluid, flowing. Next we move to wood. Wood is to do with structure and it's to do with pliability, bounciness, springiness like bamboo. So you want to feel in your body the natural elasticity. Our myofascias and our tendons, all of our connective tissue giving springiness to our movements. And if we're practicing XingYi, then we get this wrapping and unwrapping feeling with the moves. You can imagine your limbs are made of wood. The back especially has this springy bamboo kind of feel to it. Next we move to fire. Fire can explode. Or it can just flicker like a candle. And finally we move to earth. Rocks, soil, heaviness, solidity. So after we've played with the five elements in a moving practice, we might want to go to a stillness practice. So If we're exploring XingYi, then we'll be using Santisha as our stillness practice. So just in this posture, I want to explore how metal feels in my body, how the intents that I have going on as I'm in my standing position, the intent to chop down, the intent to reach around, the intent to push forwards, all of this can be metallic in its quality. That cleanness and crispness and the lines of intent want to have very fine, accurate lines of intent. Then I can explore the softness, the fluidity, work on relaxation, feel maybe water coursing through the body, up from the legs and out. Maybe imagine yourself as a water creature, surrounded by water, a being of water in the medium of water. You can allow slight movements as you kind of jellyfish around in the water. And then when you work on wood, again you're feeling the natural elasticity of the body, the springiness in the structure. Wood is all about structure, but our structure is comprised of elastic elements, all of the connective tissue that holds us in place. Even our skin is elastic. Without the elastic connective tissues, our bones would just be in a pile. So next, when we work on fire, it's about ferocity. We want our skin to be on fire. We want to feel that we're about to explode. We're a being of fire. We're about to leap forwards. The flame is about to touch the gunpowder, but our whole body is on fire. The intensity, the alertness, also the expansive quality of fire. Heat and warmth expands, fire radiates heat and light. So we can imagine ourselves radiating out in all directions. Next we work on earth and we make ourselves heavy and solid. We want to be continuous with the ground that's underneath our feet. Heavy and relaxed. Okay, those are just a few ideas from my XingYi practice, working with the 5 elements. Hopefully that can be useful to you to put into whatever martial art or movement practice you're doing, something to play with in your free time, which is probably abundant right now. Okay, bye for now.